Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel Platinum Bricks 95, and we're back again with another Lego Marvel review. Just quickly before we do get into the video, if you would not mind liking the video, as it really helps me out, and if you're not subscribed, maybe think about subscribing to the channel. I really would appreciate it. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. So then guys, it's actually been a little minute since I've done a Lego Marvel review. I think the last actual review I did was on the Quinjet that came out on the 1st of January 2023. And yeah, I haven't actually done a Lego Marvel review since then. So I'm very excited to be back reviewing Lego Marvel. So, finally, we're getting round to doing all of the Infinity Saga sets, not just the ones that came out in 2023. I've already reviewed them. However, this is the first Infinity Saga set that had already been released before 2023 that we're actually reviewing on the channel. So guys, the set in question, we do have Lego Marvel set number 76217, I Am Groot.
I am Groot?
I know you're Groot, alright? You don't have to say it every time. Every time he's been saying that. Every time I mention his name, he comes out and says that. Anyway, the set is called I Am Groot.
I am Groot?
You gotta stop doing that. I just told you. I just told him. Doesn't listen. Anyway, this set did in fact come out last year, 2022. I think that's right, yeah. 2022 is when this set actually released, and it did retail in the UK for £44.99 or 45 quid if you want to put it like that, and it did come with 476 pieces, which actually seems pretty reasonable to me. So yeah, the unique thing about this set for me anyway is I think this will be the first Lego set on the channel that I'm reviewing that doesn't actually come with any minifigures, which is, I don't know, that's what a lot of people buy Lego sets for. And I know some people just collect minifigures, so fair enough. But yeah, no minifigures. So as we're about to get into the review and take a deep dive and a closer look at Groot,
I am Groot?
I am going to kick you out of this room if you do that one more time. Please stop doing that. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's dive right into this Lego set. And I was about to say we're going to start with the minifigs, but there aren't any. So yeah, let's take a closer look at this Lego set. Let's go! Right then guys, well here is the Lego set in question. Now as I did just state, this set doesn't actually come with any minifigures. So for once I can't actually say we're going to start with the minifigures. But what I figured we would do is take a look at the two accessories before we actually get into talking about Groot. Don't say it. Don't you dare. So the first thing that I wanted to actually talk to you about, guys, is this Infinity Saga plaque. Now this does in fact sort of come with, I think, the Iron Man that came in the Infinity Saga set, like the Iron Man, the buildable Iron Man. And I've got to be honest, I actually really do like these. I do actually prefer them to like the Infinity Saga, like Infinity Gauntlet ones where it just says the Gauntlet. This actually has all of Groot's information, and as you can see, his name is I Am Groot. I am Groot. His height is I Am Groot. His weight is I Am Groot. His species is I Am Groot. His abilities is I Am Groot. His homeworld is I Am Groot, and his age is I Am Groot. So yeah, lots of useful information on said plaque. But as I did state, it just has a little clip on the back here, little right angle piece, which lets it stand up nicely. It's very nice. I do actually like these, and I would not be annoyed if we got more of them. So yeah, I do actually really like this little plaque. The second and final accessory that I did want to show you is obviously this buildable cassette tape. Now, if some of you are looking at this and wondering what it is, this is a cassette. This is what you used to have to listen to music on even before I was born, which is unheard of because I am ancient. But yeah, as you can see on the front, we do in fact have the Awesome Mix Volume 1. And if you turn it around on the back, we have Awesome Mix Volume 2. Now, I don't know, yeah, you can see here, this is Awesome Mix Volume 2, and it's actually got this bit on the Awesome Mix number 1 side. However, when it comes to the movie soundtracks, I actually prefer the first movie soundtrack to the second one, so I left Awesome Mix Volume 1 as the sort of, you know, one with the clean face, if you like. Now, something I didn't mention about this and this, but I have to mention on both of them, yes. Okay, yes. This is a sticker. This Awesome Mix is a sticker. This 1x2 block has a sticker. This 1x2 block has a sticker. That's a sticker. That's a sticker, 2 more stickers there, and that's a sticker. So there is in fact 8 stickers on this cassette tape, and then you add on this one. So already, before you even got into Groot, you've already got 9 stickers. However, both of these accessories are very nice. I'm a big fan of these. I wish they'd do more plaques like this, and this just is very cool, in my opinion. And I do in fact really like it, and I think it is obviously very prevalent to the Groot buildable figure. So then guys, that's both of the accessories. We're now going to take a look at Groot himself.
I am Groot.
Alright then guys, well this is Groot. Now I will bring him a bit closer and try and keep him in shot so you can sort of get an idea as to what he actually looks like. I'll just move my camera back a little bit, and there we go, he is in fact in shot. And you can just see, okay, straight away, every single one of these is in fact stickers. Yes, there's stickers on his head, stickers on his body, stickers on his arm, stickers on his legs. Annoying, yes. However, when stickers are used right, like they are here, like they are here, like they are here, it's fine. However, there is a lot of them straight away, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, this Groot is, well, firstly, aesthetically, it's gorgeous, right? It really is, and it is just a buildable figure, though. I won't lie. There's nothing too fancy about this, and as stated, there is no minifigures, which tells me straight away this is like I'm likening this to Thor's hammer, the Infinity Gauntlet, the Venom bust, the Carnage bust, the Iron Man bust, the Nano Gauntlet. This is more of a display piece than anything else, okay? It's not meant to be a toy. It's not meant to be played with, I don't think anyway. It's much more designed as a display piece, and as a display piece, it's very nice. As a Lego set, well, we'll get into that in my pros and cons anyway, but I did just want to sort of show you, as you can see here, this is what he looks like from the back. We'll pan down so you can see his legs properly. This is what the back of him looks like, and straight away I do want to give credit where credit's due and say that definitely, normally the back of builds are not really shown much love. Do you know what I mean? However, apart from these 2 bits here, it's not too bad, I don't think, anyway. And the back of the legs are even good as well. And they made sure to put attention into detail and add all of these little twigs and leaves, which I do, in fact, like very much. Now, his head does, in fact, only rotate sort of 180 that way, 180 that way. Not even 180, not even 90, really. Probably like 45 either way. However, that's realistic. But his head does lean back and forward as well, so he can nod and bob his head along to the music like he does in the film. So yeah, he does really well, and his head, that's fine. It doesn't have to turn the whole way around, and if you do try and turn it in an awkward manner, things will break off, as you just saw, and not just that, it doesn't actually work. So that's as far as his head goes that way, and that's as far as his head goes that way. Now, in terms of his arms, you do in fact have complete functionality on them. They are dual, not molded, double jointed, if you like, so you can have the full mobility and range of his arm. Obviously, we do in fact have this piece clipped on here, which stops his arm twisting the whole way round, which I guess is kind of more realistic, but you have to be careful with it, as like I just showed you, if you're a bit too vigorous with it, it will fall apart, but I'll save that for the pros and cons. Anyway, his hands, absolutely fine. Again, complete 360 rotation on them. Very nice. And his other arm is basically exactly the same. Now, his body does, in fact, rotate completely 360. Now, I know it doesn't do that in the movie, but it does add functionality, posability, and I suppose to some extent, playability. His legs, yeah, I mean, they do have functionality. They can be used as legs, actually, which is more than I can normally say. However, they only move that far that way. which is a bit annoying. It's not terrible, it's just a bit irritating if you ask me, that's all, that I can't kick a leg up or something. But you can, he is posable, as you saw by the thumbnail and as he was posed when I was talking about his accessories. Now, there is some problems with this set, and there's some very good things about this set, but like I keep saying, I'm trying to save them till we get to the pros and cons. But like I said, they have paid incredible attention to detail here with how they built this Lego set. However, you just saw a bit break off there. You saw, again, pros and cons, it will be coming. But yeah, they have really, and I mean really, paid a lot of attention to detail, as I do in fact think this looks like Groot. One of my main gripes though, and this won't be featured in the pros and cons, so I'm going to talk about it here. I don't really like the way his eyebrows line up with his eyes. When I first built it, I had like 2 or 3 goes at it because I thought I'd got it wrong. Turns out I hadn't. They're just like that. I would have preferred his eyes to be more central, or at least these to be more central. But I suppose this is actually the first example on the channel of the limitations of Lego. Like, that wouldn't have actually been possible, and then to build his head on top of that, it wouldn't have worked. So I do understand it. However, I just think it would have looked better if his eyes were more central to his eyebrows, or his eyebrows were more central to his eyes. So yeah, guys, like I keep saying, I do love the attention to detail they've paid to this set. And again, it is posable in certain poses and certain different ways of doing things. I normally have him on the shelf holding, like I have his hands like this, and I have him holding the awesome mix in his hand, because I do just like it like that. And then I always keep the stand near him as well. This is an amazing display piece, and like I keep saying, it's clearly been designed to be that. It hasn't been designed to be a toy. All right then, guys. Well, that was a closer look at Groot. I am, in fact, holding the camera in my hand so we can get him all in shot. We're now going to get into my rating out of 10 and my pros and cons. Let's go! All right then, guys. Well, like I did just say, that was my closer look and somewhat my review of this Lego Infinity Saga set. I am Groot. Don't say it again. I warned you. Please don't say it again. Okay, thank you. Without further ado, we are in fact going to get onto my pros and cons. And I think today we're actually going to start with the cons. Right, guys, I'm going to try and keep my cons and pros, or pros and cons, a bit more concise, as I do have a tendency to waffle on a lot. And yeah, I do love the sound of my own voice. So, without further ado, we'll get into the first con. Now, this is something that I didn't actually mention in the review. This is incredibly top heavy. I'm pretty sure his head weighs more than his entire body. I really wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, as his head just flops about. It's like a newborn baby's head. It just sort of goes like that all the time, you know? It is annoying. However, like I keep saying, this is meant to be a display piece. I'm almost convinced it's not meant to be played with. It's just meant to be displayed. So yeah, it is annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, guys. Well, con number 2, almost said pro. Con number 2 is something that I always mention. It does have a lot of bits that break off. All right, it is flimsy in places. It's not structurally sound. Like I said, it's top heavy. It falls over a lot. You grab it, bits will break off. If you're too vigorous with it, bits will break off. It's very flimsy, but, well, there is no but. It's just very flimsy, in fact. Yeah, it breaks a lot and it is very flimsy, and that is very annoying. And if you know me and you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you know how much I don't like that. And yeah, unfortunately, this set does suffer from that. So guys, my third con is in fact going to be talking about sort of more the maneuverability of the set. Now, I did show you in the closer look and review, you can in fact move his arms, move his legs. However, his legs are quite limited, and also his head's quite limited. And again, I know it's not meant to be a toy. I'm sure it's meant to just be a display piece, like I keep saying. I'm going to try not to say that again. But it doesn't have much mobility, doesn't have much maneuverability, in my opinion, for a set like this. But it's fine, I guess. As I keep saying, and I just said I wouldn't say it, but I'm going to, it's a display piece. It's not meant to be played with. However, yeah, it does not have loads and loads of maneuverability. It just doesn't, and that is a shame to some extent. Also, just quickly, I'm going to add a token one in there. There's a lot of stickers on this set, and whilst they do add to the overall aesthetic of that set, no, I don't like stickers. So yeah, a hell of a lot of stickers. So then guys, that was the cons. Let's get right on to the pros. Pro number one, it is an amazing display piece. Okay, if you can get it in a position that you like this, or like I showed you in the review where he's holding the awesome mix, really nice. And it does display very well, and it is a very good display piece. Display piece, not plaything or toy, display piece, and it is very good. Number two is in fact going to be talking about this little thing, and if I can touch it without knocking him over, I did. How about that? This thing. This is amazing. I love this. Give me more of these. I think this is one of the coolest little accessories we've ever had, and even, I know I'm going to keep Groot displayed, as I keep saying, he's an amazing display piece. Even if I'd broke him down one day, I would in fact keep the tape, because I genuinely think it's really cool, and I do really like that. Okay guys, well my third and final pro is all about aesthetics, okay? This looks like Baby Groot, and they have nailed the way he's supposed to look. I love the rugged, jagged edges on the build. I love the fact that there's sort of, even though they break off a lot, and I have just seen his hands like that, and that's annoyed me. Even though they break off a lot, I do love the additions of the twigs and the leaves and the little details here and there, and the little colour variants that you might not be able to see. But there is a lighter brown here, and there's a dark brown here, and there's sort of different colours here and there that really do add to the overall aesthetic of the build. So I have to give it credit for that and say that in fact it might be one of the best looking Lego Marvel sets that I've ever seen. Not the best, but one of the best looking, for sure. So then guys, that was the pros and cons. Now we're going to get into my rating out of 10, and as per usual, I'm torn between two numbers. However, taking into consideration all of the cons I just said, and in fact all of the pros, but mainly all of the cons, I'm going to give this Lego set a 7 out of 10, I think. Now, reasons for it not being lower is the fact that I think the price is reasonable. I love the accessories. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous. It really is, for an adult collector like myself, it really is a good Lego set, because I like things that I can display. I like all Lego Marvel sets, really, but I love the fact that this is designed to be just a display piece, and that really has sort of made me love this Lego set, really. However, downsides are, like I said, it's not designed to be a toy. It breaks a lot. There's a lot of stickers, and it is very top heavy. Good example, all I've got to do is touch him and he'll fall over. Do you know what I mean? And when I said break, he's missing half of his face. Right guys, we clicked Groot back together, and yeah, I do think this Lego set is in fact worthy of a 7 out of 10. I don't think I've been too harsh, and I don't think I've been overly generous. I do genuinely believe this is a 7 out of 10 Lego Marvel set. So then guys, there you have it. That is the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Get down in the comments, let me know, A, do you own this set? B, do you want to own this set? Or C, do you agree with my pros and cons? Like, do you think, if you own this, do you think it's top heavy? Do you think I've been too generous with 7 out of 10? Do you think I've not been generous enough with 7 out of 10? That's the problem. You just saw an example of it. 7 out of 10, that's all you're getting. A bit of him's gone flying around the Lego room. I can't find it anywhere. Found it, there it is. Right guys, I just decided to stand him up straight so he doesn't fall over, but he is on a bit of a wobble at the moment. But like I said, that's a good example of exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, like I said, get down in the comments and let me know what you think of this video and what you think of this Lego set. Alright then guys, we're on to the boring stuff before we do get to the outro. If you would not mind liking the video, again, I know I said it at the start of the video, but please like the video because it helps me so much. Helps me get on the YouTube algorithm, helps more people see my videos, so please like the video. Also, if you're not subscribed, please consider clicking that subscribe button, as I think I'm on 696 subscribers, so only 4 away from 700. So please help me get to 700 subscribers. And finally, before we do go, if you would not mind going down in the description and checking out my Instagram and TikTok, I really would appreciate it. I'm posting daily on Instagram at the moment. Yeah, I am posting daily on Instagram at the moment. So if you want to see a bunch of Lego Marvel content, what I'm doing in Lego, and just boring life stuff, please go and check it out. And while you're down there, check out my TikTok as well. Alright then guys, there you have it. That is the end of the video. All that's left to say is thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of the support on the channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. So yeah, I do just want to give a big shout out to all of you. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Good